As you know, I've done some videos in the past talking about 7.62 NATO ammunition versus 308 ammo. However, I'd like to start a video series like my 8mm series, reviewing different 7.62 NATO ammunition coming from different countries around the world. So going with that, I'm going to be using this rifle, which is my Ishapur 2A1. It has a barrel length of 25.2 inches, or for my friends in the rest of the world, 640 millimeters. All ammo that I review in this series is going to be 7.62 by 51 ammo, unless otherwise stated at the beginning. However, I will refer to it as 7.62, 7.62 NATO, or 7.62 by 51. It's also possible the occasional 308 will slip in there by accident. However, unless I clearly state at the beginning of the video, it will be 7.62 NATO ammunition. One other thing that I would like to talk about is you have probably noticed, since I moved recently, I have been struggling to find a good place to shoot. The place that I have right now is right next to a highway, so there is a lot of background noise. I'm trying to resolve this problem. However, I've filmed many videos at that location right now, so you will need to put up with that noise for the next little while. Once I find a new place to shoot that works better, you will begin to see that background noise go away. All right, with that, let's jump into the rest of the video. So what I have right here is CBC head stamped, but it is Brazilian 7.62 by 51. All right, let's go. $27.53. $27.54. $27.49. $27.89. $27.67. $27.54. $27.70. $27.71. $27.65. So that was our time on the range. Our velocity low was 2,749, and our velocity high was 2,789. So that leads to a total spread of 40 feet per second from the lowest one to the highest one. Our average was 2,763.4. I don't have too much to compare this to right now, so expect an update on this one later down the road, and you will be able to compare those numbers with numbers from future videos. We did not have any duds or hang fires, which is what we would expect from modern production ammo from the 1970s. And since this ammo was sealed in plastic wrapping, you would also expect that it was pretty well protected from the elements. This is Brazilian 7.62 by 51 from 1979, as you can see right there on the package. So let me cut this open and we'll get a clearer look at the labels. All right, there you go. So 20 cartridges, 7.62 by 51 NATO, and Camum means something in Brazilian that I will put up on the screen if it is a Brazilian word. CBC is probably the brand that made this ammo, so I don't know if it was exported to Brazil or what the story is there. And then we have a lot number down here ending in 1979. If we look down here, made in Brazil, and then those are some other markings right there. Get this open. And this is actually my first time seeing this ammo because it was sealed in that package. So you can see right there, it says CBC 79 and then 7.62. Now, some of these rounds, the back is green, and I really don't know why that is. I would assume that it's paint they put on the primer or something like that to seal it. And I don't know why on some rounds it's covering it and in some rounds it is not, but I'm sure they will all shoot the same. I also pulled some bullets for this ammo. The bullet weight low was 143.8 and the high was 145. That leads to a total spread of 1.2 grains from the lowest one to the highest one, and an average of 144.36 grains. Light ball ammo for 7.62x51 can usually be anywhere from about 145 grains to about 150 grains, so while this is on the low end, it's not really anything too unexpected. These are the bullets for the Brazilian 7.62. They are copper jacket with a lead course. They do not attract a magnet. You can see the lead in the back here. You can also see that it is a boat-tailed projectile, and that the crimp on the bullet is more ribbed, which is sometimes common in different bullets. It's just kind of how it's manufactured, and it is a normal point. Our powder weight low was 42.2 grains, and our high was 43 grains, so that leads to a total spread of 0.8 grains from the lowest one to the highest one, and an average of 42.6 grains. This ammo uses a cylindrical style powder, as you can see here, and they're little smaller cylinders than some of the other ones that I've seen. I mean that they're less long. If you look in the back of the case, you can see that this ammo is in fact Berdan primed and not Boxer primed, so that makes it hard for us to reload here in the US, since Boxer primers are the easiest and most plentiful to reload. What that means is that likely you will only be able to fire this ammo one time. You won't be able to use the brass in the future. Another thing that I would like to note is that I am not sure if this ammo is corrosive or not. Being how late it was produced, I wouldn't be surprised if it was not corrosive. However, being Berdan primed, I wouldn't be surprised if it was corrosive. I plan on doing some corrosive ammo testing down the road to see if ammo is and is not corrosive, but with brass-cased ammo, it's hard to tell. With steel case, you can just leave it for a few weeks, and you will begin to see rust forming in the case if it is corrosive. With brass ammo, you can't really do that. So now for my personal opinion. I found this ammo to shoot quite exceptionally well. It had a decent velocity, decent weight, all of those kinds of things, and no duds or hang fires. I would definitely recommend this ammo if you were looking for ammo to shoot. The downside is that it might be kind of pricey, but usually when you are finding this kind of surplus ammo, it's because you found it at a gun show at a good price. So if you find this ammo at a gun show or a gun store at a decent price, I would definitely recommend picking some up. I like that the ammo is wrapped in plastic, because a lot of surplus ammo, especially from places like South America, has been exposed to humidity, different temperatures, those kinds of things. It being wrapped in plastic can keep some of those elements out. Thank you so much for watching. It really helps me if you can like, subscribe, and comment on this video to get those algorithm numbers up. But even though I fired Brazilian 7.62 ammo from 1979, I lived on. Which proves it's hard to get the best of a man named John. John.